What happens in your brain during orgasm? Have you ever wondered what's going on in your brain when you experience an orgasm? The truth is, it's far more complex than you might think. It's not just a moment of physical release. It's a fascinating combination of neurochemical reactions that influence not only your body, but also your emotions and relationships. Today, we're going to break down the science behind orgasm and explore how it impacts the brain and our connection to others. I am the Intimacy Doctor. Real talk, real science, real intimacy. And in this video, we'll dive deep into the powerful effects orgasm has on your brain. We'll look at the science behind it, the emotional intelligence involved, and practical insights that will enhance your emotional connection, relationships, and overall well-being. So let's explore what really happens in your brain when you experience orgasm and how it can help you better understand yourself and your relationships. The first thing you should know is that orgasm isn't just about physical pleasure. It's a deeply neurochemical event, a symphony of hormones and brain activity that involves multiple systems working in harmony. The moment of orgasm brings together both your brain and body in ways that influence your emotions and mental health. But what exactly happens in the brain when orgasm occurs? Let's start with the most important chemicals involved in the process. Let's begin with dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good chemical. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in how we experience pleasure and reward. When you engage in pleasurable activities, whether it's eating your favorite food, exercising, or having sex, your brain releases dopamine. During orgasm, dopamine surges to incredibly high levels, amplifying the pleasure you feel. But dopamine's role goes beyond just making you feel good in the moment. It also drives your motivation to seek out rewarding experiences. This is why orgasms, and the pleasure associated with them, can reinforce the desire to connect with your partner, both emotionally and physically. It's a reinforcing loop of pleasure and connection, driving you to feel closer to the person you're with. But that's just one part of the equation. Let's bring in oxytocin, a hormone and neurotransmitter often called the love hormone or the cuddle hormone. This chemical plays a pivotal role in bonding and trust. During orgasm, oxytocin is released in large quantities, promoting emotional closeness and trust between partners. This is why after orgasm, you often feel that deep sense of intimacy, vulnerability, and connection with your partner. You might notice you feel more affectionate, more open, and more emotionally attuned to them. Oxytocin helps create that emotional safety net where you feel supported, loved, and truly seen. The combination of dopamine and oxytocin is a powerful one. Dopamine creates a desire for pleasure, while oxytocin enhances feelings of trust and emotional connection. Together, they deepen the bond between partners, making intimacy not just a physical experience but an emotional one as well. It's why we feel so much more than just pleasure during orgasm. We feel a deeper sense of emotional connection that can strengthen the relationship. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Another hormone released during orgasm is prolactin. Prolactin is responsible for the feeling of satisfaction and relaxation that comes after orgasm. It's the chemical that helps you feel content, calm, and at ease. However, prolactin also has another role to play. It's responsible for the temporary feeling of emotional detachment that can sometimes occur after orgasm. For men especially, prolactin can lead to a period of postcoital tristesse, or a brief emotional withdrawal. You may feel calm, yet distant, and sometimes even a little disconnected. This is a perfectly natural part of the process and happens as the brain seeks to balance the intense release of pleasure. This is an important point to understand. The neurochemical shifts that happen in your brain during orgasm don't just affect how you feel physically. They also influence your emotional state. In other words, the surge in dopamine, oxytocin, and prolactin during orgasm not only dictates how your body responds, but also has a profound impact on your emotional regulation. If these shifts aren't recognized or understood in your relationship, they can create misunderstandings or feelings of distance after intimacy. So, let's talk about emotional intelligence in relationships. What happens in your brain during orgasm can significantly influence how you communicate with your partner. Oxytocin, which is released during orgasm, increases your capacity for emotional vulnerability. This can make you feel more open to sharing your feelings, your desires, and your needs. This hormone fosters a deeper emotional connection, but only if you take the time to nurture that connection both during and after the experience. If you've ever felt more affectionate, more open to expressing your love, or simply more willing to share your thoughts and emotions after intimacy. This is oxytocin at work. It's the chemical that facilitates trust and empathy. So, during these moments of heightened emotional connection, it's important to be mindful of how you communicate with your partner. Ask questions, share your thoughts, and create space for them to do the same. This is the emotional afterglow that many people experience. It's not just about physical satisfaction, but also about an emotional bond that strengthens the connection you share. However, we can't ignore the fact that, like with anything in relationships, timing and communication are crucial. The release of prolactin and the emotional detachment it can sometimes cause doesn't mean you should ignore or avoid your partner after an orgasm. Instead, it's an invitation to understand and accept that emotional shifts are part of the process. Acknowledging this and communicating openly about it can help prevent misunderstandings and strengthen your bond over time. So here's a key takeaway. Emotional intelligence in your relationship, the ability to recognize and navigate these shifts in emotional and physical states, is incredibly important. Being attuned to your partner's needs, being open about your own, and maintaining effective communication during these moments can help you both navigate the emotional landscape that follows an orgasm. Now, let's get into the long-term effects of orgasm on your brain and emotional health. Research suggests that regular orgasms and positive sexual experiences can have a significant impact on your emotional well-being. For one, orgasms help maintain your brain's reward system, keeping it activated and healthy. This has long-term benefits for both your emotional health and your relationship. The more you engage in pleasurable and meaningful sexual experiences with a partner, the more your brain forms positive associations with that partner, reinforcing feelings of love, safety, and connection. These neurochemical processes help build emotional resilience over time. It's not just about the short-term pleasure you feel after orgasm. It's about the lasting emotional impact that comes from regularly sharing these intimate experiences. When you experience positive emotional connections, both inside and outside the bedroom, your brain becomes more adept at processing trust, empathy, and affection. This can help you navigate challenges in your relationship and foster a deeper connection with your partner. And there's another major benefit. Regular orgasms can help reduce stress and improve your overall mood. The neurochemicals involved, like dopamine and oxytocin, act as natural stress relievers, promoting relaxation, happiness, and a sense of well-being. This means that a healthy, intimate relationship can have a profound impact on your mental health. The more emotionally connected you feel to your partner, the more you experience these positive neurological benefits, creating a cycle of well-being that benefits you both. Now, I'd like to hear from you. How do you think the neurochemical effects of orgasm influence your relationship? Have you noticed a deeper emotional connection after intimacy? Or perhaps moments of emotional detachment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive into the conversation and learn from each other. Before we wrap up, let's talk about some practical ways you can apply this knowledge to your relationships. The first step is simple. Prioritize emotional connection in your relationship. It's not just about the act of sex. It's about fostering trust, vulnerability, and understanding. Communicate openly, share your feelings, and create space for your partner to do the same. Emotional intelligence in relationships is about recognizing when emotional shifts happen and using them as an opportunity to connect more deeply. Secondly, understanding the neurochemical processes behind orgasm can help you be more mindful of how you communicate and behave after intimacy. Remember that the release of prolactin may cause temporary detachment, and that's okay. But it's important to communicate openly, to stay connected, and to ensure that you and your partner both feel valued and understood. Finally, remember that intimacy is about connection, not perfection. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but the more emotionally connected you are, the stronger your bond will be. Intimacy is an ongoing process of communication, empathy, and mutual respect. If this video resonated with you, hit the like button so others can find this content. Don't forget to subscribe to The Intimacy Doctor for more insights into intimacy, relationships, and emotional health, and turn on your notifications so you never miss out on our next video. where we'll discuss how to communicate your sexual needs in a way that strengthens your relationship. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourself and your connection to others.